Hello everybody, this is Dee and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Dee Plans and Budgets. As you can see, we have a plethora of little things out on this table today. I am going to be doing my weekly recap and a few of my miscellaneous challenges. If this sounds like something you would like to watch me do, please stay tuned. Okay, so let's start moving some stuff out of the way so we can tackle just one thing at a time. Let's start here. So as I had talked about in a previous video, I am changing things up a bit on my channel and I'm going to do a more detailed recap each week of what I spend. However, I don't have a lot of spending that I do, so I wanted to add some other miscellaneous things into this that I often don't spend enough time on. One of those is my YouTuber subscriber count and my goal towards watch hours. Now, let me just start by saying being monetized is not a overwhelming motivation for me. However, this is a good way to measure that my channel is being utilized and that it's useful for the community. I consider my YouTube channel as my volunteer job. So I want to start doing this weekly so I can keep you with me and see what my growth is. I have gone from, I think it's been a month since I stuffed this, and I've gone from 345 to 365 subscribers. So 2 new subscribers is something that makes me happy. So let's color in these 2. And let's do a purple on this one. And then I am really happy that my watch hours are starting to really climb. That makes me extremely happy. I'm using this dotting pin for those, and I have lots of colors, so I like to mix it up. I've gone from 388 the last time to 570 this time. And that's a number I'm actually really happy with. My watch hours just were not climbing for the longest time, so to have them increase like this now is really making me happy, because when you create content, it is nice to know that people are watching it and that it's getting out there and your information is being used. So I'm super happy about this increase in watch hours. Little dotting pin makes it really easy to fill those up. I use those dotting pins in my planners as well for bullet points. So all of that equals $21 in my YouTube. And this is kept in my giving binder because this is stuff that I will be giving. My YouTube will be for giveaways and just things that I need to keep making the channel better, since, as I said, I consider this my volunteer job. So now in YouTube, $50, $70, $95, $97, and $98. I am getting some good money going there. Super happy about that. Okay, so these 2 things are done. Let's set these out of the way. Next, let's go to this box. This box is almost done as well. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to continue after this week. I have a couple of envelopes, and these were just extra ones I made aside, and these are bigger, so I'd have to put smaller amounts. I'm thinking these are not going to be something I continue to do weekly because I have other stuff I'm using my cash for, but I'll determine that later. So I have a 15 and a 5 that I am stuffing. Now I have absolutely no idea how much this has in it because, like I said, I've added a bunch of these extra envelopes that I made. This money is funded when I take my walking around money. I take money out of it first, and I fund this, and I fund this notebook, and now my Bucks box, which is why I'm not sure how long I will be continuing to keep this one going, because, you know, I only take a couple $100 a month out of walking around money. And this month, like, I think 120 went to savings challenges. And I actually kind of need the walking around money. It's what I use to fund a lot of things. So I don't know how long I will keep this box up since it was completed. If it wasn't completed, that would be a different story. So now this box goes away. Okay, the next one, this is one of my favorites to do. This is my binder. And it is, oh, I need an actual Sharpie for that. It is each month money that goes in there. And this week I'm doing $16. Let's mark 16 off. And 10 15 and 16 will go into this. At the end of this year, I think this equals $550. I have no set plan on with that money, but I am thinking a spending spree sounds kind of fun. And the last one that I am going to do today is my Bucks box. And this is the little box I made, collecting all the little bills in here. And I am going to be quiet on this after I tell you how many I have, because I'm going to fast forward through all this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 today. I have a B, an E, 2 F's, a G, an H, an I, a K, and 2 L's. So now I'll be quiet. Ooh, I just noticed I got my first G-Buck. And my first H-Buck. And my first I-Buck. Clearly the most money is made in San Francisco. So that was a total of 10 of those today. When I edit those, I not only fast forward through the color, but I also cut out chunks so that I can keep everything shorter. All right, now that we have all those done, let's go through and talk about my spending for the week. I made up this little sheet, and you know, sometimes I'll decorate it, sometimes not. I had some extra stickers, why not? And let's go ahead and zoom in so we can talk about what I spent. On Monday the 27th, this was in my last D stuff, so you probably saw me do this. I bought four shirts for $43.21. I bought some cleaning supplies that I desperately needed, and those were $13.51, and a little bit of food for $9.68, which brought me to a total of $66.40. I had gone through a few months ago and thrown away every shirt with a hole and a stain. And perhaps I shouldn't have done that because it left me without shirts. They're pretty hard to find, things that I like. And so I was actually happy to spend this. And because of the way I do my variable spending and carry over the clothing expense, because I know I don't need it every month, it really made sure I had enough money. And yeah, one could argue my clothing could be in my sinking funds. I just like to keep it in my checking account, which is why I keep it in my variable. I had a no spend on Tuesday the 28th. And actually, after this day, I did really good on everything. So on food, I spent $34.03 on March, or I'm sorry, on food. And that was mostly on things like coffee creamer and salad stuff. I am really going to try to get rid of my pantry. You know, during the times of super supply shortages, I stocked up on things that I liked because it wasn't always in the store. But I am kind of a minimalist, and I want to really empty out my pantry, and so I'm going to try to not be buying very much this month, except for things that, you know, I use through all the time, which would be my coffee, my sodas, salad stuff. On the March 30th, I had a no spend. And then on Sunday, March 31st, I spent $28.51 out of my travel, my monthly travel. This was for a beach trip. I'm going to talk about this just in just a moment. And then on April 1st, I had a no spend. And on Sunday, I had to come back from the beach. However, the round trip was about 1 tank of gas, a little bit extra. So I put the other gas on just my regular monthly gas expense. So I spent for the week a total of $153.16. Now, and the reason I said I would talk a little bit about this beach trip is the reason that my cash stuffing has not been published yet is because I haven't done it. And today is Monday the 3rd. And the reason I haven't done it is I thought the beach trip coming up was this date, on April 1st to the 2nd, but it turns out it started on Friday. And this was actually a beach trip, which was going to be a celebration of life ceremony for some extended family. And so I wanted to make sure and get there when I was supposed to. So I went a day early, which left me without being able to do my cash stuffing. But that's okay because I don't use actual cash out of my envelopes. I use prop money. These expenses went on my credit card and they will be reimbursed to my credit card. I hope that this is good for you. I for one like to see, you know, how people are spending and what their spending goes through the week. And I like that I'm doing a little bit more detailed representation on this for you. And I added the extra stuff in there just to make this video more than, 5 minutes. I hope that this video finds your week full of possibilities. If you have not already, I would really appreciate if you would think about subscribing to my channel and leaving a comment. Hitting the like button, all those things will help get the information out to people. Let me zoom out. We'll get the information out to the people that are looking for, just a little bit of inspiration in their budgeting journeys. And of course, get out there and get that walk in early if you're in the hot, sticky climate like I am. Bye.